Welcome to the 2014 Jefferson Awards Special. The Jefferson Awards Special is brought to you by Nationwide Insurance and WBNS-TV.
Columbus is blessed with some amazing people whose generous spirit makes this city a wonderful place to live. These bright faces you see before you are the finalists for the 2014 Jefferson Awards. Hello, I'm Angela Pace, Director of Community Affairs for WBNS-TV. This program will feature 5 unique stories about 5 amazing people. Our first Jefferson Award winner took a difficult situation and turned it into a way for mothers of special needs children to reach out to each other across the globe.
In 2007, my husband and I had our first child. It was an uneventful pregnancy, uneventful delivery, everything seemed perfect. And right after he was born, he started to display some medical challenges, developmental challenges. At 7 months of age, he was diagnosed with a rare brain malformation called polymicrogyria. And at a year of age, he was diagnosed with mitochondrial disease. So he is somewhat double whammied, and we know that he is one of 3 children in the world with his combination of rare genetic issues. And I felt like we were thrown into the trenches of almost like a war that we just couldn't win, and we couldn't see our enemy, and we didn't know what we were up against with what we were about ready to learn with Owen. Really? I knew I wasn't alone, even though I felt really alone, really desperately alone. I talked to my husband about it. I'm like, well, what do you think about maybe just starting a little support group, you know, and getting some moms together, you know, who have children of various needs. I don't care what their diagnosis is. I just know that there's a community out there where we could be helping each other if only we knew how to connect with each other. I started with a website where we could collect local resources, where I could post meeting times. We have a new program called Lavender Lanyards, and it's a little lanyard that you wear when you go to Nationwide Children's Hospital or therapy centers. And that way you can easily identify another mommy of miracle just by wearing their lanyard. And that kind of like opens up the conversation for you to stop and say hello and to introduce yourself. It's just like, hi, I'm standing here looking adorable.
Oh, I can't say enough about Mommy's Miracles and Anita. At 11 o'clock at night, I had a question about something related to my son's care, and I was feeling stressed out about it. I pop onto Facebook, pose the question to all these moms, and within an hour, you know, 20 moms are like, oh, I've been through this. This is something that can help.
You know, it's very difficult to connect on a personal level with friends who just don't understand being at the hospital at least 3 times a week. So it's nice to be able to connect with people who understand and have that similar circumstance.
And now we're at almost 33,000, and that's just our Facebook following. If you include our Twitter, we have Pinterest, Instagram, we have 2 blogs that we maintain. I mean, we have a really, really big following of almost 50,000 people worldwide. Say hi. Can you smile? Nobody wanted this for their child. Nobody wanted that for their life. And I'm at a place now where I can say that without feeling so guilty. And that's what my community has done for me, because we're all feeling that way. We're all struggling. But yet we're all celebrating our small little inch stones in our child's life at the same time.
Anita Burke won her award earlier this month at the Jefferson Awards ceremony. Anita's support for all the mothers of special children shows her compassion and strength for reaching out to the Mommies of Miracles worldwide community. When we return, we'll meet a man who runs a charity operation to support troops in Afghanistan, and a woman who helps school children stay on course by tutoring them and nurturing them. Stories of heroic endeavor can motivate us to help others. Jim Coronis learned of soldiers in need serving on the front line in Afghanistan. He reached out with his heart and his hands to create Operation Buckeye.
A soldier's burden is one that can only be understood by another soldier. Their work, dangerous. Their hours, long. Their rewards, few.
This is where the action is.
Jim Coronis knows how important a message from home can be to our military men and women. His desire to reach out and create Operation Buckeye was inspired by a newspaper article written by a fellow veteran.
There was a gentleman named Mike Harden who wrote for the Dispatch, and Mike was a Vietnam vet, wrote an article one day. I read the article, having been in the service myself. Mike wrote about a major who was his son-in-law. I told my wife, we're gonna pack and send 20 boxes. What started as 20 boxes ended up being 94.
What started in his dining room eventually moved into his garage, which is now a continuous operating charity in support of our troops overseas.
Sort it out and then give yourself the test of pulling the two sides down.
Yep.
And that 94 boxes has grown to over 27,000, which we're quite proud of. Great job, great job.
Awesome.
Awesome is right. We feel like we can't do enough for the troops that we have over there.
On a recent packing day, we watched his volunteers get their boxes prepared for shipping.
We have 6 carts. Each one holds 25. So we buy for 150, we plan on 150, and we pack 150.
With so many items available, it's up to the volunteers to pick what goes to the troops.
Because you got different people filling them. And as I tell them when they're packing, they're like snowflakes. There's no two alike. So if you like an item, put it in. If you don't, soldier doesn't know whether he's supposed to get item A, B, C, or X, Y, Z.
There are many essentials in every box, but none more important than a thank you letter, an American flag, and a lucky Buckeye. This touchstone from home is important for so many reasons.
And you know what? That may be the last thing that they ever got. I thought, that's kind of morbid, but that's a true statement. We just don't know.
Jim Coronis knows what our military personnel go through far away from home.
Yeah, that hot chocolate, because the water over there is terrible.
And his thank you comes from the hundreds of letters Operation Buckeye receives from our soldiers serving in harm's way.
Operation Buckeye supporters, first let me say that your generosity. Thank you so much for the warm thoughts and wonderful care packages. And it's the little things that remind us of home that keep us going.
Congratulations to Jim Coronis, winner of a 2014 Jefferson Award.
Jim never stops soliciting for help for the troops he serves. Operation Buckeye is always in need of hygiene products, Beanie Babies, hot chocolate drink mix, and Lucky Buckeyes. Congratulations to Jim Coronis, an inspirational winner of a 2014 Jefferson Award. I have so many fond memories of my days as a student here at Ohio Avenue Elementary School. You know, even way back then, just like today, this is where children came with dreams and aspirations to achieve. But those hopes can be more challenging in a tough neighborhood. Joanne Evans has spent 15 years here, making sure these children have a fighting chance to succeed.
Joanne Evans takes the same journey every day. The trip takes about 40 minutes to complete. There's one transfer, another bus ride, and a brisk walk through a tough neighborhood.
I got something to do, I'm going to do it.
Joanne's destination is Ohio Avenue Elementary School. Her quest is to share her love of knowledge with the students at the school, and she never misses a day.
If I miss, I just feel it's got to be awful important an emergency come up. Okay. Because I like coming, I like being with people, I love working with children. And I just love people, period. I just love to come and help everybody.
Myra Syfax believes Joanne's contributions define the phrase, each one, teach one.
She embodies that because she's our elder. She is the oldest person in the building, but I say that in a very positive way because she imparts wisdom to the children. Many of the children here do not have grandparents or they don't interact with the grandparents. And so Ms. Evans fulfills that role, and that helps to round out their perspective of what a family truly is.
Joanne has volunteered at the school for more than 15 years. Her volunteering began while helping out with her own children's education.
I had 4 children. I just kind of followed the children. And I started just working, going. You could come in the classroom and sit, and I enjoyed it. I wasn't doing anything else, because when you retire and sit in the home and you're used to being out, it's hard to sit home all day long.
Her impact on the community doesn't stop at the classroom door.
The parents see Miss Evans come to school every day to help their children. And so many of them are being inspired to also come back to school so that they can help in some manner. If a senior citizen can come every day, then the parents think, well, I could do this too. I could come to the school for a conference. I can come to a parent meeting because Miss Evans has set the example.
Joanne feels that her work with these children is part of a plan.
I just feel God is leaving me here for a reason. And I believe that's the reason, to help others. And, you know, I just feel it.
Congratulations to Joanne Evans, winner of a 2014 Jefferson Award.
Joanne received her Jefferson Award at the awards ceremony just a few weeks ago. Congratulations to Joanne Evans, a dedicated mentor to children. When we come back, we'll meet a Union County man who got his inspiration to help others at a fast food restaurant.
You're watching the 2014 Jefferson Awards special, brought to you by Nationwide Insurance.
The inspiration to help others can pop up just about anywhere. Our next Jefferson Award winner got the idea to help others in Union County inside a fast food restaurant. Dave Laszlo's Care Train has been helping his neighbors for an amazing 28 years.
Marysville, Ohio is like a lot of Midwestern towns. It's a farm town but has some business and industry. It's the seat of Union County, and a lot of good people call it home. Meet David Laszlo. He's a businessman and founder of the Union County Care Train. The Care Train started in his Burger King more than 20 years ago.
There was another agency that had to stop taking care of the family, so it was like there was a need. So we jumped on it, and 27, 28 years later, it has just turned into a one-day event that is recognized throughout the community as a day of, helping those in need here in Union County.
In the beginning, the Care Train helped out 70 families with the help of a local radio station.
We did an on-air auction at the radio station, and there was like 3 people in the studio here at a local AM radio station, and we just sold things over the phone.
Now, almost everyone in town helps out with the Care Train, including the major businesses.
Here at Kroger's, this is where their families come to redeem their food vouchers. They've been involved for us for over 20 years. Town of Marysville is involved in a lot of things here in town. Just keeps giving and giving and giving, which that's what it's all about.
In fact, almost every business in Marysville steps up and helps in one way or another to make sure the charity is a success.
That 500 right there. Now.
But the big event for the Union County Care Train happens when they all get together for auction day at the Ace Hardware store.
Right now it doesn't look like much. It's a rental department, which they clear out the entire area and make it for the Care Train auction. It's our production studio. It's a constant just raising money and for the families here in Union County.
The Care Train has come a long way from 3 phones at the radio station.
Now comes full circle where we have the one day and we raised over $156,000, and we have a live TV auction down at Ace Hardware.
So today, $6,750!
It's just a full day of everybody getting together for a single cause, which is the people of Union County.
And this charity couldn't roll along as smoothly if it were not for David Laszlo.
Everybody says the auction's the best day. Well, the distribution is actually the best day for me, and that's why I do this. And they walk out of there with a lot of smiles. That's what it's all about.
They like to say the grass is greener in Marysville, the air a little cleaner. They might want to add their hearts are bigger too. Congratulations to David Laszlo, winner of a 2014 Jefferson Award.
The Union County Care Train shows what great things can happen when neighbors get together to help neighbors. Congratulations to David Laszlo, winner of a 2014 Jefferson Award. We'll be right back. When you look around your neighborhood, you begin to realize that the quality of your environment may just start with you and your neighbors. Our next Jefferson Award winner has motivated thousands of Central Ohioans to clean up our community and to make every day Earth Day.
An old Native American proverb states that we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Tad Dritz knows that the sentiment implanted in this proverb defines our need to care for planet Earth, but that the work starts at home and in the neighborhoods that we call home.
I always had a passion for the environment. I loved being outdoors, I loved hiking, mountain biking, just being out in nature. But I never really understood that I had a role in protecting it. I thought, you know, somebody's got to do something about it, and that somebody was me.
Tad is the founder of Green Columbus. Its mission, to encourage sustainable living by promoting discussions that motivate people to take action to make their neighborhoods greener places in which to live. In some neighborhoods, that effort might be to prevent toxic runoff into a local river. In others, it might be the creation of a vegetable plot.
It's a community garden. There's hundreds of community gardens around Central Ohio. They get to come out and they meet their neighbors. They can be part of this garden. A lot of them operate on a principle where some of the food raised in these community gardens goes home with the people who work the land. This is really establishing roots here, I mean, literally and figuratively.
Tad's passion for greening his city is rooted in his professional experience as an engineer working across the globe in the oil industry.
I worked in the oil industry back in the 1990s. I saw some pretty bad things go on there. We were doing a project out in Mexico for Pemex. And what really irked me when I was down there is that they said they were going to build their platforms to the API standards, American Petroleum Institute standards, which called for plate underneath the wellheads. So if oil did leak out, it would be captured and brought down into a sump. But the operators there, they just wanted grading because they didn't want the oil to have to clean up. And that just really frustrated me.
Tad's calling has had a positive effect on others, and the lifeline of Green Columbus is its volunteers. In 2007, they had 42 project sites and 1,300 volunteers. Today, there are more than 120 sites and 3,600 volunteers.
We love to bring out new people. I mean, that's our goal every year, is to grow the participation and get new people involved. Once people are involved, they tend to stay involved because it is such a positive experience. Certainly Earth Day is our signature event, and it's not just one thing, it's so multifaceted. We like to put the focus on the volunteer activities, and people are planting trees, establishing community gardens, they're cleaning up neighborhoods, cleaning up riverbanks, just all those sort of things. So I think it's really a whole bunch of small pieces put together.
Small pieces that have a huge impact on our little corner of the planet. Congratulations to Tad Dritz, winner of a 2014 Jefferson Award.
Congratulations to Tad Dritz, inspirational environmentalist, a good neighbor, and founder of Green Columbus. We'll have more from the 2014 Jefferson Awards right after this. The 2014 Jefferson Awards ceremony provides an excellent opportunity to honor some of our community's most caring individuals. The event was held at the Wigwam, a corporate facility of the dispatch companies, and hosted by WBNS Community Affairs Director Emeritus Chuck White and myself. The nominees and guests were entertained by the silky smooth song stylings of Dwight Lennox. Our nominees were treated to a personal story about Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall, as told by Columbus Mayor, the Honorable Michael B. Coleman. Jackie Sells, Director of Corporate Citizenship for Nationwide Insurance, told the history of the Jefferson Awards and Nationwide's involvement. The Jefferson Awards ceremony provides a perfect way to say thank you to all our 2014 Jefferson Awards nominees. Each year, one Jefferson Award winner is selected to represent our city at the National Jefferson Awards. This year, our winner is Anita Burke. Anita will travel to Washington, D.C. to represent Columbus in our nation's capital. Congratulations to Anita Burke, a dedicated and inspirational mother. If you know someone who selflessly gives their time for the welfare of others, nominate him or her for a 2015 Jefferson Award. We hope you've enjoyed watching this year's Jefferson Awards special. From all of us here at 10 TV, thanks for watching.